Hey there everyone, and welcome to this week's market update. This last week in El Paso County, we saw a total of 219 homes that sold, 37 price increases, 158 price decreases, 65 homes that went back on the market. That's homes that were under contracts that didn't make it all the way to close for one reason or another. And we saw a total of 487 homes that sold that closed out entirely. So again, we see another week with consistent numbers, consistent sales, more homes coming to the market, more homes going under contract. And it partially looks like that we're slowly moving into the fall market. We saw the days on market increase a little bit this last week. It went up to 18 days as opposed to the 15, 16 days it took to sell a home on average in El Paso County. It's been for weeks and weeks and weeks. But overall, we're seeing very stable numbers. We're seeing a very stable market, and we'll see how that continues to develop as Colorado chooses what they want to do with different restrictions regarding COVID and everything that's going on. So even with everything going on, we're still presented with a pretty competitive market out there. Usually homes under 350 are fairly competitive. You come to a lot of situations where you're in multiple bid situations. I've even had cases in the past couple of weeks where up to 400, slightly above 400, has still been pretty competitive. But again, as long as you have the numbers figured out, you know what you're looking for, and as long as you work with a good agent, you can still get great deals. You can still find exactly what you're looking for in a price range that you can afford. So one thing I've run into in the past couple of weeks is how beneficial it is to have signage up in a home that's up for sale. And what I mean by that is, if for some reason, say you decide to sell your home and there's certain repairs that you can't get done by the time it gets listed, or there's certain things that you're working on or you're that in the middle of, it's super important to have different signs, information posted up in the home so that buyers who are coming through the house can see that. I've had several situations this year where I knew people were going to be asking questions about repairs that would need to be done or certain things that need to be addressed. And of course, I always put that in the MLS so people can see that, but I put it in the home as well so that when they're in the house, when they're looking through it, they can see the sign, they can know what's going to be done, and there's a little bit more clear communication. And it reminds me of this instance that a colleague of mine had, where he was looking at a house and it had been on the market for quite a while, and it was in a competitive price range. It was below 270, I believe. And people didn't seem to want the home because there was a paint spot in the living room. But what the agent had done is he said that they were going to replace the carpet, or that they were going to give a concession at closing to remedy that. But the thing is, the agents that came in didn't know. They just saw the spot on the carpet, and then they passed on it as a possible property for their clients. And one of the reasons that happens is agents that stay busy, agents that are really making sure to look out for their clients, see several houses in a week. They see several houses per client per week. That means that they may get a list of 10. So by the time they go to see those, half of those could already be gone. They could already be under contract. And when you have a buyer's agent who's looking at 25 or 30 different properties every single week, they're not going to remember every single detail. I do my best to print out what's going on with the property, so I have the description. I'll pull it up on my phone as well. But the most important thing is to have it right in their face, so if there's anything that does need to be addressed, or if it's going to be a question that does come up, that the agent can answer it right then and there. Because remember, as these agents are taking these buyers around to multiple properties, they're going to be comparing that property with every single other one. So even if there's something that they may not like about it, if they know there's going to be repairs done, if they know there's certain things that are going to be fixed, it very well has that possibility to give people that extra impression to make your house stand out more than any of the others they see that day. But that's it for this week's market update. If you guys have any questions or would like any specific information on anything that I covered, or anything that's going on in your neighborhood, or a neighborhood you're keeping an eye at, feel free to send me a message, give me a call, send me a text, and I will see you guys next week.